Hello and welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight. I am your host, the RCW Global Television Champion, your role model, Rick Lieb. And with me as always, pouring me a drink, so I gotta be nice. He is a 42-year veteran of the sport. He is... You alright?
What the hell am I?
What are you?
You're about to tell them. Tell them, Rick.
Animal over here getting a drink. You're not even on the show today.
Do your job.
Do your job.
Hey,
it's a bar, guys.
Are
It's
you
a bar.
getting paid now? Go sit down.
Anyway,
Well, I can't jump over this.
star of the show here, Ken Cerminara. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
You know,
10,000 comedians out of work. He's trying to be one.
and
That's all right.
Oh, good.
Animal's live in the studio audience today. For those that don't know, my brother from another mother, and but he's not even our guest today. He just come here to hang out, and I always like that.
Yeah.
So
You doing okay?
Hey, everything's everything.
Drink will be ready in a minute.
That's good.
So Animal came out here because he wanted to see our guest today. We have the retro Rockstar, Stevie Ray. Phym is in the house. I almost said
Yeah,
Phym
this
after
one
I
or
told
two
people not
times
to say
I'm
that
not the
last
biggest guy in the room.
So hurry up with Animal's drink, man.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to angry
Taking so
now.
long.
There you go. Now go.
There you go.
Go sit down and
Now
help Mama clean the house.
Now we
okay?
can get the show
Help
rolling.
me clean my house.
Anyway.
Help me to do shit. That's
Good
a
show
woman's
today,
work.
right?
It's a great show today.
Right. We just fly off the cuff. On
Ain't
this.
it always?
This is what happens when you own a bar, man. Is
That's
you,
right.
you got to serve people.
That's it.
Right.
Oh, man.
You bought this thing. You didn't know it was going to be so much work, did you?
Stepping and fetching all day long.
Exactly.
I got the
Exactly.
dance school out. They're not in there today so far.
I don't hear them.
No, I
I don't
don't.
hear them. I haven't heard them last week either. What'd you do? Evict them?
I did. I truly did.
That's good. I hope you did. I think you're lying, but I hope you did.
I did evict them. The money's too
So
good.
I get
The
back
money's
in
too
the
I'm
good.
not going to kick them out of there.
Right. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Anyway, got a heck of a show going on today. My birthday just passed. We got someone taking phone calls in the bar during the show.
All cell phones, please shut off.
There you go.
In the theater, okay? All right.
This ordinarily, if this was a normal regular TV show, they would just cut this out and start over. But we don't care.
Hey, roll with it, man.
It just rolled with the punches on this one.
That's it.
So we're gonna go ahead. Maybe we can get a little bit of order. Take a commercial break. But when we come back, the retro rock star Stevie Ray Phym will be in the house. I did it again. See you 2 minutes, 2 seconds.
Hey guys, I'm Mike,
And I'm Brent.
and we are the hosts of a Swingin' a Tribe podcast, and we're part of the Press Play Podcast Network.
Yeah, we're really just a couple of fans who love Cleveland Indians baseball. So if you love the Tribe, please give us a listen. You can find us anywhere that podcasts are available. Mike, tell us where they can find us on social media.
On Facebook, you can find us at a Swingin' a Tribe MLB podcast, and on Twitter, at Swingin' a Tribe. Go Tribe!
Would you like to see your commercial aired on both RCW Spotlight and RCW Global? Contact us on social media at facebook.com/Rubber City Wrestling, Instagram at Rubber City Wrestling, or email us at the RCW Network at gmail.com.
Blue collar brawler J.O. Watson here. I work hard all day, every day, working for the common man, working for everyone. And when I get off work and I want to have a nice cool beer to reward myself, I come to Lou's Tavern in Prairie Township, Ohio.
For good times with good people in a family-like environment, come to Lou's, 3238 Lincoln Way East in Massillon, Ohio, 44646.
Studio Wrestling is back. RCW, Rubber City Wrestling. is now RCW Global. RCW Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the RCW Network on YouTube.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. My guest today made his RCW debut just 2 weeks ago when he wrestled a guy we don't like, but you manage, Alexander Crowley.
No. It's Alejandro Crowley.
Alejandro Crowley.
That's
Yeah.
it.
He needs to wrestle in Mexico so that they would introduce him like that. Maybe then he'll have a little bit more personality.
What a luchador he'd be. Go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway,
Cover that face up. Go ahead.
first of all, thank you for being on the show.
You gonna say it right this time?
Stevie Ray Phym, I got it right this
There we
time.
go. That's right.
Stevie Ray Phym.
And you know, here's
Don't
the funny
start
thing.
with me.
Phym.
Don't start with me.
Phym.
I
Here's the
wasn't
funny
happy
thing
to
about
be-
it. Last week I was correcting people on the air because I knew that a lot of people were talking about you and saying your name wrong, and it made me mad because I'm a firm believer. Get my last name right. You know how many times I've been called Lieb? Pisses me off. And so for me to mess it up, I actually will apologize to you because I don't mess up things too often,
I
except for
appreciate
faces.
Faces.
Like I do on Team Beast, I mess up their faces.
But they come out the winner.
I watched
The
you-
highest winning percentage in the history of
Yeah,
professional
yeah.
wrestling.
He cheated to beat him.
Yeah,
I saw no cheating.
Your guy cheated to beat me.
I
This
saw
guy cheated to
no,
beat him.
you did a great job.
I did it.
I didn't see any cheating.
Did you not see my shoulder off the mat?
His shoulder was off the mat. The referee obviously was paid by
Was
the
it the-
manager,
the
which
blind-
is you, by the way.
The blind Puerto Rican referee, I don't know who was it.
I'll tell you something about the blind. The little blind people that you brought to the show was even telling me how they saw my shoulder off the
I
mat.
saw your
Are
shoulder
you telling
off the
me
mat.
Stevie Wonder could see it?
Stevie Wonder was out there. He's telling me, baby, I saw that shoulder off the mat. They screwed
Wow,
Screwed him.
Isn't she lovely?
you.
Okay.
That's what they tell me.
Oh my gosh! But yes, aside from being screwed over, I hope that RCW didn't put a bad taste in your mouth.
I'm gonna find that referee.
I agree.
He's arguing with me after the match, telling me it was a 3. You wasn't even listening to what I said.
It's-
I know he counted 3.
Was
He
it-
wasn't paying attention.
Was
It
it the Amish guy or the Puerto Rican guy?
was Jesus.
You mean this guy? No.
That's what he looked like. He looked like Jesus.
Shut up.
I don't know his name. I didn't remember that.
Who the hell knows a referee's name?
I don't know.
Do you know referees' names? When you wrestled, did you remember the referees' names?
Bucky Palermo.
He's a former wrestler.
He's a former human being. He's dead, but he was great.
He just said he's a former human being.
I'll give you that one. That
He's
one,
good,
that one
yeah,
was
he's
funny.
That was good. That was
Only his spirit exists.
right.
Okay, all right.
For the sake of the show,
Yes, sir.
bygones be bygones right now.
All the
I'm
time.
I'm not too happy.
What's the matter?
What's the matter? You sat there, saw your boy disrespect me
Right.
in the middle of the ring, and then he cheats to beat me. I had him asleep.
He had him out cold.
I
You
can-
heard me say, Mr. Crowley, time to go to sleep.
I could see the disrespect part. It was all in the part of competition and whatnot.
No, this goes way back from the competition.
He's bothered you for a long time.
This goes
right?
back 2 years. Did you not see it? 2 years ago. Rick was there.
I was there. I witnessed this.
Cauliflower
firsthand.
Alley Club.
In
CAC.
Vegas. In Vegas.
In Vegas,
Yeah.
baby. You know where we go.
I know where you go.
2019. We're sitting around a table. I get it. I hang around some big people. They cast a big shadow. But I'll tell you what, I got a big head, all right? You know where I'm there. I make sure I'm well known.
You do.
I was loud around that table. Mr. Crawley tells me he didn't see me. That's bull. He walked
So
around
you're
that
saying
whole table.
you're saying he disrespected you.
Here, listen.
Yeah.
As an eyewitness.
Were you there?
Yes.
As an eyewitness, he goes up, shaking everybody's hands at our table. Nice to meet you. Pleased to meet you, sir. Walk right past him.
Right by me.
Straight to Yeti. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet. Goes all the way around the table. Even gave me a handshake. And I don't even like the punk.
He sat across from me the whole time. I know he saw me.
Sat across from him.
Pretended you weren't there.
He looks at him. He goes, "Did you really just disrespect shaking my hand?"
Then you-
Crowley goes, "I didn't see you. I didn't see you. How do you miss a guy who's almost, what are you, 6 foot tall? Almost.
I don't keep track.
I mean, yeah, but what I'm getting at is, I saw you clear as day and shook your hand like I always do.
Respect.
He doesn't do it, and then afterwards he goes, he's like, "Well, who are you?" Like, what? You don't
Who
know who
am
the
I?
Retro Rockstars? Who are you, Mr.
We're
Crowley?
in Vegas, and you don't know who the Retro Rockstar is. Billboards
Right.
all around the
Right.
place. Don't know who the Retro Rockstar Stevie Ray Phym baby is, huh?
Right. Who are you, Alexander Crowley? That
Yeah,
should have
yeah.
been the question. And I get you manage him, but how do you do that? How do you do that? And this is something. Do you teach your boy?
I'm not
disrespect?
saying he did it or didn't because I wasn't there.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it myself.
I know you wouldn't.
But if he
You know what
did,
you didn't do though?
what didn't I do?
You didn't fight for me. You got a big old Fuller man going over here forking out the money. I could have been with you, but I'm not now, man. For one, I wouldn't have been
But
because
you
got the
didn't
wrong
come. But you didn't come to me.
No,
You got
because
the
you got to
wrong
come to
personality.
me.
Oh, I don't come to nobody.
Well, I
They
don't come to nobody,
No,
so
I don't
we're
come
at
to
a
nobody. They
crossroad
come
here.
to me. It's,
Well, that's why I'm with the bigger profit right now.
Okay.
I
well,
doubt your pockets
Hey,
can
for
fill
the
mine.
record, I extended my hand and said, "Hey, you know the way he's always looking to build."
He'd outbid you.
But he outbid me, and I took that. I don't have. Brett Fuller is he owns
he's
businesses.
spending some money.
Worth it?
Yeah, and
Now,
when he
whether it
told me the money
pays
Brett
off-
said, I'm like, you know what? Brett's a great manager. He's a great guy.
Right.
You need to go there. You
But
need
whether-
to go there.
He's spending a lot of money. Whether it pays off or not, that's another story. We
What are
don't
you
know
trying to
that
say?
yet. We don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows.
No. Let's go back to that. What are you trying to say here? Did you not see what the Carnivores of Chaos did last week?
Oh, I loved it.
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry.
2 weeks.
I'm a little. We're at
It
the
was
bar.
the 14th. Am I right? Yeah. I liked it.
Did you see what I did to Crawley? Now,
But
granted,
I
said, he cheated.
But I also saw what he did to you.
What did he do to me?
He actually won.
Oh no. No, see, why?
He didn't win. That's a no. He didn't win.
Wait. You.
I put him to sleep. The referee, you might have slid him something for all I know. Referee screwed me.
Yeah.
Plain as day. My shoulder was a mile off the mat.
That I did not see.
Listen,
if
he
it
had-
happened, I'm
You
not
didn't have
saying
your
it did.
glasses on. That's why.
He had him. He had him in the sleeper. Crowley was snoring so loud you could hear it over the
But-
fans.
The hand went up on the 3 before the 3 came down.
His
That was
shoulder
instinct.
Wasn't.
Well, instinct is instinct.
No. That was like, one of those little action figure things. It sprung right up.
Oh, you're trying to say that
if
was-
you would have gave it 2 more seconds, that would have fallen back down.
You ever watch boxing?
Win.
So you're saying that was an involuntary muscle movement.
It was
Listen.
a spasm.
Momentary loss
Listen.
of
You
muscularity.
would have
I'm
given it a
coordination.
couple more seconds,
Ken.
he'd have been out.
Let me explain this to you.
Yes, sir.
Do you watch boxing?
Yeah.
We talk about it a lot. We
Yeah.
love boxing. You ever seen those knockouts where the guy will fall down, all of a sudden he's going like this? Because he still thinks he's
That's
in the fight?
involuntary muscle movement.
First off-
Exactly. That's what happened.
But if it was, and maybe it
Why
was,
do I got to wait for 3 anyway?
he still doesn't get beat.
Why-
Because it's 3 is supposed to be 3.
I'm just saying he was knocked out. You gave him a little
What
bit.
you should do, here's what I'm going to tell you what to do.
You can give me advice.
You're damn right.
I don't know if I want it.
You're damn
Okay.
right, all right? No, Bill,
I'll take advice
how
because you're a
about, how
veteran.
about if Bill Clinton gives you advice? I want you-
That's the last person I want advice from.
I want
He
you,
got his.
I want you to listen
office.
He
to
also
me.
got impeached.
I want you to listen to me.
Yeah, he got
I
the
do
peach,
not
all right.
have relation. Never mind. Anyway,
I
apply
don't know if I believe
for a
that.
rematch.
You know what?
What's so hard about that?
I don't need to apply.
What do you mean you don't need to apply?
I'm not going to ask for a rematch. I gave Crawley
Didn't
the
you
benefit
just
of
do
the doubt.
that?
No, I demanded a match.
Oh,
There's a big
demand it.
difference.
Demand it. Request it.
Oh, I'll
Whatever.
demand it all
Why?
right.
Crowley doesn't have any belt for not one. Honestly,
you don't
he
have
should-
belts,
apparently-
but I've still got to teach him some respect.
Apparently-
You do have to teach him some respect because apparently his manager's disrespecting. But what I think,
Who did I
think that
disrespect?
there's a guy named Spike that's holding the belt right now, and you know what? I offered him the shirt. He still hasn't told me if he's going to join. I think that's not a good sign.
Who-
So
That's
if the
disrespectful
case-
right there.
I don't.
Exactly.
I don't see Spike being a away member.
I don't know, man.
He's
I mean,
he's definitely independent.
let's just be honest. He wouldn't have won if it wasn't for me.
I was there. I saw that actually. He's got a good point.
So wait a minute. So you screwed your own guy.
No, I relinquished him of his duties.
Wait.
I cut the
Are you
fat
giving me
away.
old? I didn't screw Bob. Bob screwed Bob.
Yes, absolutely. He screwed himself when
Bob
he punched
ain't,
me.
Bob ain't the type of guy to screw himself.
He punched me in the head when I was trying to help him out, and then he tells me to get out of there. He doesn't want me to help him out. That's
More
like the whole
disrespect.
point of being in a
Didn't-
family, and the whole point of being in the way is so that I am my brother's keeper. And when I try to come out there and be my brother's keeper, and all he does is pushes me away, then guess what happens? He's no longer my brother anymore.
What my
He's your
question?
enemy.
My question to you is
That-
this: why did you go out?
Because
I don't feel you had any business going out.
because I wanted to help my brother. I saw what kind of shape he was in. He looked like he, didn't pass up on the French fries, as you would say.
That's it.
I wanted to help him out because I saw the shape that Spike was in,
Well, that is
and I
true.
felt this one here is one that I needed to take care of. So I went out there and tried to help my brother out.
But if that guy, this guy, that guy, any guy needs help, why is he in there? You shouldn't have help.
You're a manager. How come
You
don't
should be
get
doing this on your own.
He's the leader of the way. He manages the whole group. He can go out whenever he wants.
No, if one of my guys beat you, they beat you. I didn't beat you.
Whoa,
I just set the table for him.
I
He's
see
the one
what
who
you're
served the
doing
dinner.
there.
See?
I see what you're doing there.
What am
We're
I
not-
doing? Tell me what I'm doing.
Give me a drink real quick, because this is going to get heated. I need to calm down.
You know what? Please would be nice.
Please give me a drink.
Okay. You didn't say pretty please. Give me a
You didn't ask
effing
for
drink.
You didn't ask for a pretty please. You asked for a please.
No, he's talking about me because I don't like pretty please. With sugar on top. Give me an effing
With
drink.
effing sugar, yeah. Okay. What would you like, sir? May I suggest Di Serrano and
You know what? Let's do it.
I'll tell you what.
Hey,
While
do
he's
it-
pouring this drink, we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to answer your questions.
Are you looking for a job? I mean, seriously, do you want a job? Then get a hold of ASAP Staffing. ASAP Staffing is located in Barberton, Ohio, 165 2nd Street Northwest. Phone number is 330-615-2477.
RCW Rubber City Wrestling.
Allow me to beg your indulgence for one moment.
This is the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
Mick Foley. And you are watching
RCW Wrestling from the Rubber City. Rubber City Wrestling.
real pro wrestling.
Not the flippy stuff.
Have a nice day. Yeah.
Catch RCW Spotlight Sundays and RCW Global Thursdays only on the RCW Network on YouTube.
Go. Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Well, fans, it's that time of the show again. You've got questions?
We got answers.
Now, if you'd like for us to answer your question on the air, feel free to write us at facebook.com/RCW Spotlight. Ken.
All right.
What do we got?
Our first question. I like it. It comes from Frank Slabansky from Parma, Ohio. We're gonna start with Stevie.
Hopefully the question isn't as Polish as the guy is.
Might be. All right.
Are Polak jokes against the law now? I don't know. How sensitive are they?
We'll find out next week.
All right.
All
We'll
right.
find out
This
now.
is a question. We'll go with Stevie first here. What is the most shocking moment you've ever witnessed or experienced in wrestling?
My most shocking moment ever with 2 weeks ago
2
when
weeks.
the referee didn't see my shoulder off the mat when your boy Alexander Crawley pinned me. That's the most shocking thing I've ever seen.
Hey, can I sing a song from a
No.
very favorite movie of people?
No.
Especially my
I
grandchildren.
don't think I'm going to like this, but go ahead.
You ever see the movie Frozen?
No, we're guys.
Let it
Don't.
go, let it go, let it go. Just get over it, you'll be good. All right, sir, you're next.
Man, your voice don't sound good with beer muffs.
Hey, his singing voice is something.
Right.
A couple
Sorry.
shots of this and it'll sound like Pavarotti. All right.
All right, listen.
I'm like Gilbert Godfrey.
He's a little upset, this boy.
I actually.
He's very rambunctious, but weren't we all at that age? Go ahead. He said Gilbert Godfrey. Go
I
ahead.
heard, and I know that was actually a pretty good Gilbert Godfrey.
Actually, it was.
Right.
Give him
Imagine that.
some credit, I guess.
Right. All right, listen.
I've been doing it long
This
enough.
is your what,
Most
shocking?
shocking moment in wrestling. I have to say 2 weeks ago also. And as shocking as the shoulders with him and the ref blatantly not seeing a freaking title, a championship belt.
Was that
in
the
my
Puerto
hand
Rican ref
when
or
you
the
guys-
Amish ref?
It was the Amish ref.
Okay.
When
The
your boy
Jerusalem
cheated
ref.
to beat me. Those were shocking. But the most shocking thing I've ever seen was when Yeti kicked the Honolulu Guru's head
Oh,
into the
man.
5th row. That was ridiculous. I'm still in shock over the fact that he kicked him so hard that his head rolled on the ground.
Hey,
Good
did we
thing he
ever
didn't
find that
break it.
thing?
I don't think they did.
Huh.
I think a fan put
There
it-
was-
Yeah, one of the fans took it home as a souvenir.
When that happened with the Honolulu Guru and Yeti and
Is he the Guru
Monster
or the
Mayhem.
Hitman?
Listen,
He's calling himself a hitman now that he's with the Italian little Italy.
Yeah.
Some hitman. We saw how much he could
Yeah,
do.
well, no, I think the hit actually is what he absorbs because
And-
it definitely wasn't what he
Anyway,
had.
there were people there with small children, and those kids are traumatized.
Good. They shouldn't have been there.
No, they shouldn't. No, that was not for kids.
You think those kids are traumatized? The kid that was in the ring with them is traumatized. He don't have a head.
If Draven Post has kids, they're going to be born dizzy after that, all
Big
right?
if. Big if.
Okay. Shocking moment. My most shocking moment was, ironically enough,
2 weeks ago when I got pinned by
no,
Alexander Crawley.
better than
I'm with
that.
you.
Actually, more shocking
2
than
weeks
that.
ago when I got pinned
About-
after your boy used the
They
belt.
said, you don't mind? Hey, I don't mind if you interrupt while I talk, okay?
Oh, I'm glad you don't.
Okay,
'Cause I like doing
good,
it.
good. Anyway, about 25 years ago, in my shoot job, my boss asked me if I wanted to go to SummerSlam, which was in Pittsburgh at the time at the Civic Arena. And we're sitting there, and I rarely ever went to a wrestling show as a fan. A handful of times in my adult life.
It's an event. Go on.
So we're watching it, and The Undertaker is against Mick Foley,
Hell in the Cell?
Hell in the Cell.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and I go, no, he's not. Oh, for Christ's sake. No, he's not. Next thing I know,
He threw him off the
Mick Foley goes off the cage. That was absolutely the most shocking thing.
But you see,
More shocking than someone's
No.
shoulder being off the
No,
mat
no.
by
Mick Foley does
an
that.
18th of an inch.
Mick Foley does that all the time. That's how he got famous.
He's
Why
a
are you
glorified
shocked by
stuntman.
that?
Because that's how it all
What you-
started.
what you-
Because that's how it all started.
No,
you
it started
should-
on his barn or
What
garage.
you
or
should
whatever
be
the
shocked
crap
by
that
is that
was.
the Messiah rose up and decided all of a sudden, Retro Rockstar ain't too religious friendly or whatnot. I'm gonna screw him out of here, and I'm gonna have Alexander Crawley of all people go over.
Alejandro. Okay.
Whatever.
All right. That's a great question.
That was King of the Ring, by the way.
It was King of the Ring.
Yeah.
It was in Pittsburgh. It was in the summer. It was hot.
It's
That's all
like
I
it's like
remember.
Yeti said a couple weeks back. Alzheimer's are kicking in. So.
Oh, that's the wrong shirt.
Yeah,
Wrong shirt, John.
It really is kicking in.
All right. Good stuff, Maynard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wow. Here we go. Question number 2. Tell me about your first match. This one comes from Cindy Johnson of Macedonia, Ohio.
First match with Spike, or did she just want the
First match in your life.
Okay.
Miss Cindy Johnson, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I hear you know a lot about Cindy
I
Johnson.
know everything there is to know.
Well, you
about
tell
it.
Cindy Johnson she wants to have a good time. She called the Retro Rockstar. Okay.
Oh, okay.
First match. Let's see.
She was something before electricity, by the way. Go ahead.
That's me.
Don't worry.
She
you
knows.
gotta
She must be Amish.
rev it up a bit. First match, I'm in the ring with Ricky Flash, owner of HIW here.
Okay. Where was this?
It was back in Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, Tucson,
Tucson, Arizona.
actually.
Okay.
Not Tucson.
You know,
No, not Tucson.
Flash is a veteran. I'll give him credit. He gave me the doing. His first match, I got an excuse. He's a veteran, so.
Right.
But I owe him one too. I don't have as much heat with him as I do your boy. But Flash is respectful. But that's my first match. There ain't nothing real special about it because I don't want to talk about it. I didn't win. But there you go, Ricky Flash.
Okay, Ricky Flash. Go ahead, Rick.
That's
Your
under-
first match.
My first match, I was under a lid.
Under the lid.
Under
All
the
right.
lid. Wrestled as the USSR Kid.
Okay.
And I wrestled against a dude named the USA Kid. So he's kind of, the whole still this, still that type of thing. And went in there, and I mean, for the better part of it was a decent match. We were both, it was both our first matches. Went to a double draw.
Yeah.
Time limit draw. But when I watched it again, the tap dancing schools.
I was gonna say I don't want to interrupt you, but you need to get a broom or something.
Hey,
to smack
Mrs.
up
Coleman,
against
I
it.
told you 4 o'clock, okay?
My goodness. Anyway, so
Give me
what
my
happened?
dies, I give you the job,
More
all right?
disrespect.
All right, go ahead.
So what happened was, I watched the match like a couple years ago, and I watched how poorly I ran the ropes and how bad. Oh, it was so awful.
It was painful to watch.
It was very painful to
You
watch. It was
learned.
my first ever match. But a couple of things that was weird. Number one, holy crap, was I jacked back then. And number two,
Still are.
I appreciate you.
There you go.
I appreciate you. You do
Woo!
work too, by the way.
Okay.
And then the second thing was
All right, I got an itchy nose.
yeah,
All right,
well, you
okay.
would the way you brown nosed freaking Marty Jannetty. Then the second part about it was, I did a splash off the top rope.
This was in that first match.
Yeah, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, when the hell was I not afraid of heights? You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't remember doing that. But then it got me thinking, when I was a kid, obviously I was still a kid when I did this because I was technically 17 years old. I lied about my age. Don't get mad, everybody does it. I went and, me and my friends used to, this is going to be corny and funny at the same time. We used to get on my other buddy's garage and we would run as fast as we can and then jump and see how many Scooby-Doo legs we can make before we hit the ground. And I'm like, that's right. I wasn't afraid of heights at one time. What traumatized me to become afraid of heights?
Probably the Scooby-Doo jumps.
Probably right. Probably right. All right, you.
Good stuff. My very first match was up in Canada. It was a tag team match. You might recognize some of these names. My partner was Chris Tolis.
Okay.
And our opponents were Danny Johnson, who went as Bullwhip Johnston.
Okay.
Okay. And his partner was Luis Martinez.
Did you write it down?
Yeah,
No,
I'm
just thinking ahead here. Listen. So anyway, it was a good match. I was scared shitless, by the way. So we get in the match.
I thought this was a family
We
show,
did
so
okay.
I wasn't allowed to curse.
They tell me not to curse.
It's all right. We got censors for that. So anyway, the match went on and on and on. I was scared. I only did a couple little things. The match ended. Chris pins Louis. The referee goes to raise Chris's hand, and out of his hand comes a foreign object. They reversed the decision. Then they come in and beat the crap out of us and ran us off. And that was my first match.
So technically, you went over on your first match?
No, for a minute they reversed the decision and we lost.
No, that's a biased refereeing. You went over on your first match.
I would know about that.
For that moment.
Yes, you would know about it. I would know about it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one thing I gotta say. The event 2 weeks ago was a great event. Sellout crowd, standing room only.
Your best show ever.
Yeah, probably had to.
You got the retro Rockstar there. There ain't nothing less to expect, baby.
And
Come on.
I had to come out and watch a match as a fan. You know, of course, everybody came out to watch the Carnivores of Chaos match. Oh my god.
Oh, and
that wasn't even a match. Can we call that a match, or we just call it,
that was a crime
an onslaught?
scene.
Yeah.
That was a crime
Carnivores
scene is what we saw.
of Chaos. And those poor couple of palookas, jabronis, whatever we call it.
The Italian-Hawaiian connection.
Right. Hawaiian. I don't get it. This guy is more pale than an East German.
Well, I talked to him about it.
Am I right about
Well,
that?
listen, I talked to him
That's the
about
one
it.
thing I think we'll agree on tonight.
I'm gonna let me say. I asked him about that.
Does he not go out of the house there?
No. He told me, he's like, I've lived in Ohio for a little over a year now. He goes, and now that I'm here, this sun, this fake sun that you guys call sun, doesn't even tan my skin. And he said that all it's doing, he goes, I lay out. I go to your cold beaches because he doesn't like how cold the water is up here. And he said, and all I do is I get lighter because there's your sun isn't real, is what he told me. And I told him, I go, you're not too far off.
He gets any later, he's going to blend in with the white sheet.
It sounds like he likes to complain a lot. I see why he was fed to them.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That is too much. All right. Look, this question got so much interest last week. The one from John Watson in Canton, Ohio.
Okay.
Let's do this one again.
Okay.
Tell me about your funniest moment in wrestling.
You serious?
Yeah.
There ain't nothing funny about wrestling, dude.
Thank you.
What are you talking about?
Nothing funny about it.
I'll tell you the funniest moment in wrestling. Actually, you know what? Here is the funniest moment in wrestling. The look on your face when I slapped the taste out of Alexander Crawley. He came up to me extending his hand thinking I was going to shake his hand when I told him only thing I'm doing with his hand is I'm slapping the taste out of him. That was...
That is funny.
Hey, I just got a picture of that. You know what? That is the funniest thing in wrestling right there.
Quit whining, Lynn.
Listen.
Okay?
You know what? Let's go back to that match. I have another funny thing because you already heard my funny one. How loud he was snoring when you put him to sleep. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, will somebody please do something with his
That's
septum?
what I'm
He was in REM sleep, not deep sleep.
No, he was in drool all over
He was
his
in
face.
Dream
freaking-
Street is what he was.
Obviously, he was hitting something because when it
And then he got lucky.
He
Somehow, out of the blister of his eye, he's able to see a corner and kick off of it.
He was
He
in.
didn't get me.
He was on the corner of.
He wasn't even kicking. He was literally rolling over in what he thought was bed.
He was begging.
because he was so
Yeah.
sick and out cold, and so he rolled over and luckily hit the things. But it didn't matter. Your shoulder was up anyway.
The whole time.
I saw that clear as day.
I was pointing it out to the referee as he's counting, and he's telling me to shut up.
This was supposed to be funny. You're upset.
I thought it was hilarious.
You're okay.
Your
good.
face when I smacked him, you were I saw it. You look like one of them blow up dolls.
I think Crowley's still sleeping.
He woke up just long enough. That's all I can say. All right.
He didn't wake
So
up.
was that your funniest moment too?
I gotta say that's one of them.
Of all these years.
Of all these years,
You,
man, that
you
was
go
fun.
way back 2
Well, he
weeks.
told you his funniest moment a couple weeks
I
back.
told you,
know?
yeah, a couple weeks
Well,
back.
your
This
second.
is-
How about your second?
I was
funniest
third. That was right there on the 3.
It was
That's
there.
top 5,
Okay.
baby.
Yeah, I mean, the way he snored, come on, man. And he had drool coming down his face. And he was like,
You can almost see the bubble start forming over his head to see his dream.
Remember the snot bubble?
Yeah.
Apparently, he passed the sleep stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, my God. I think he peed his pants a little bit, too. Did you guys know Crowley was a bedwetter?
Well, he didn't crap his pants like Bobby Burger.
No, but he's a bedwetter. We proved it.
It did get a little warmer in there.
Yeah.
Did it?
You know, I didn't think about that, but that might have been that smell afterwards.
That is never fun. That is never
Well,
fun.
at least you agree.
That's not fun.
We will all agree not to go in the same pool as Alexander Crowley.
Well, that's a
Hey,
fact.
it's
Alejandro Crowley.
We are legally changing his
He's
name.
the whitest guy I've ever seen. How is he?
He's not white. He's not whiter
pale.
than Draven Post, the Honolulu Goo Cuckoo, whatever the hell his name is.
All right. You're right. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one.
Honolulu Goo Goo. I gotta have a talk with
The
Draven.
Goo Girls.
Cuckoo.
You know what? I gotta actually have a talk with Draven Post about that freaking music and giving fans 5 and stuff. He gonna get COVID or something from them people. Get
Don't bring
scam-demicked.
that shit
Oh my God.
He's gonna get scam-demicked. You guys do realize that COVID came around because I lost the belt, right?
Yes.
Right. I told you about it.
And then Moses opened.
I did hear that.
Right.
Then Moses opened the Red Sea, and you came back.
Well, wait. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys the truth. Okay, COVID came around because they found out I lost the belt, and they needed something so that they wouldn't lose ratings in wrestling. So they're like, you know what? We'll just put it all on hold, and then until we figure this out, how are we gonna get the ratings back? Then they figured it out. They're gonna somehow get me back in the championship match so I can get my belt back. But that's not it. Brett Fuller saved it. Brett Fuller brought in 3 amazing wrestlers. You got the Carnivores of Chaos. You got the Rockstar, the Retro
Rockstar.
I apologize.
It's all about old school, you know. I don't want to be compared to these current era people. So retro Rockstar.
The Retro Rockstar, Stevie Ray Phym, baby.
That's
what
an
it is,
And I'm
baby.
telling you, and when he did that, did you guys notice it was a sellout crowd?
Sellout crowd. Your biggest crowd yet?
Did you notice it?
It was fantastic.
Look,
Fantastic.
And Brett Fuller, he brought a fantastic bunch of guys, and I'm happy for him.
Yeah,
I'm
and that
telling
was-
you
I'm
one
not going to
thing.
be a bitter Dolores like some people. Okay.
Wow.
Just saying.
Look, I'm gonna say one
Just
thing.
saying.
Here.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna tell you one thing. Kill Shot Crew, no disrespect to the way Fuller family's taken over. Pinnacle, nothing about them. It's all about the 2 big guys, the Retro Rockstar, and we're gonna keep on growing, baby. You know, we got some mamas out there. They're popping them out. Fuller family's growing.
That could be.
It's not. It could be. It will be.
I wish you the
I
best.
enjoy
I
it.
wish you the best, young man. I really do. Come on.
All right, it's your bar. I'll shake your hand because you poured me a drink. I'm
There
not
you
shaking
go.
your hand because of this past couple weeks.
At least you offered.
Did
a
I
hand,
do
unlike-
anything?
At
I did
least you
not.
offered a hand, unlike your boy Crowley.
Oh.
No, he offered a hand. That's the problem. I told him not to offer me a handshake.
I'm talking about when he first met you.
Oh, that.
This is his first time really sitting
That's
down
true.
at the table
That's a
with you.
good point. You're right.
So
That's where it all
that
stems.
is where you're professional. Now you need to teach your boy professionalism.
Yeah.
I'll give him a talk. All right.
I would
I
appreciate
appreciate it.
All right. I'll sit him down and say, Alejandro, listen to me.
that. He's not Mexican.
Yeah, I think his
Puerto
great
Rican.
grandmother was Puerto Rican or something.
I believe it.
I want to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me, Rick. Thank you.
Absolutely. Always a
Thank
pleasure
you,
when we're
Stevie.
hanging out.
Thank you.
For, of course, the Retro Rockstar Stevie Ray Phym and the Sicilian Beast Ken Cerminara, I am your role model, Rick Lieb, saying join us again next week for another edition of RCW Spotlight. Salute.
Bye.
Hey guys, it's your role model, Rick Lieb. I want to thank you for watching the show. If you could do me a favor, go ahead and hit subscribe right down there, and it would help us a lot. I appreciate it. Thanks.